I will get you a couple of tickets here. When's the show, you ask? It's a very good question. Oh, there it is. It's Saturday, October 7th at Playhouse Square. You can go to playhousesquare.org for all the details. Caller 10, these tickets are yours. Stavros Halkis. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Some things are never meant to be discussed in polite society. Welcome to Impolite Society.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Well, you can't buy this kind of advertising for your radio station. A guy in L.A., they got like chopper footage of him, and they're still trying to figure out what the hell he was talking about. But a guy scales the radio tower for KTLA, which is a radio station and a television station. I think that's their... Well, that's the Fox affiliate. I don't know what that is out there, KTLA 5. The guy climbs all the way up. He's got a guitar. From a distance, he looks like Robert Cray. If anybody remembers the great Robert Cray, this guy's up there, and he's got a giant banner as he's sitting up there, and it says, Free Billie Eilish. And nobody knows what he's talking about.
Does he have, like, free Billie Eilish stickers or something?
I don't know about that, but he's up on the tower there, and which is at the top of a building, so he's on the building, and he's, I'll show you the video here. Climbed about 30 feet up on the 160-foot tower, and he had a handwritten thing, Free Billie Eilish, and he had his guitar with him. If you're watching the live stream, I'll show you this here.
Maybe he scaled his way about a quarter of the way up the tower on top of the marquee there. He's pulled out an electric guitar. He's been playing here for the last couple of minutes, holding up a sign and shutting down traffic here on Sunset Boulevard. If you're making your way through the area, Sunset Boulevard shut down between Van Ness and Bronson Avenue. Reporting live from Air 7 HD, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Chris Christie.
ABC.
All right. Well, no, that's the ABC reporting. He climbed up on the KTLA. Yeah, they were a little chopper there.
What kind of music was he playing?
It's funny. They got a little clip of it there.
Is this Brian?
I mean, what? No, it's the guy up there on the KTLA tower. So, yeah, so he's crazy. He's just up there. He's got Free Billie Eilish on one side, and on the other side, MK Ultra sex slaves, Donald Marshall clones. All right, so it's an Illuminati thing, and anyway, he got up there. They had to shut down the traffic. And listen, if you've ever done any driving in L.A., people are really super chill when traffic gets even worse than it normally is on Sunset. They scrambled to get the big inflatable airbag underneath the tower, but they said that the guy was relatively uncooperative.
Shocking.
He said, I'll come down in 20 minutes. They said, okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll just wait right here.
Hey, you get overtime.
Gives us time to get some coffee.
He said he'd come down in 20 more minutes. He was up there for 3 hours. He eventually came down on his own around 9:30 p.m. last night, and they arrested him with trespassing charges. And Brian is to the guitar what Dick is to the mandolin sometimes. It sounds like it's the first time they've ever played it, even though Brian has really called us over the years with some serious shredding.
Yeah, I think he's better with the electric
guitar. Sure. You can kind of slop your way through some stuff with an electric guitar that you can't necessarily do on an acoustic guitar.
Give us a little something.
There's Dick performing For Mary in Dayton.
And the weather, they get how to tune.
Yeah.
The weather affects the tuning?
Well, yeah, you can warp your, you need to, if it's super humid, I assume that's what he was talking about. Anyway, it's like a sea shanty he's doing there. But people were quick to note that Billie Eilish isn't locked away, even though this guy, for some reason, he probably thinks, they didn't elaborate on this, but he probably thinks, if you can do your dark web Mad Libs, he probably thinks that Billie Eilish is in fact locked away and the person that's out performing is her clone. That's what I would go with. I think that's probably what he arrived at.
Maybe he spelled idol wrong. Is Billy Idol trapped?
No, Billy Idol's on tour.
Are you sure?
And he wants more. Now, I was mad because Billy Idol was doing the first ever live show at the Hoover Dam a couple of days before we went to Sedona. Had we had different travel plans, I would have loved to have seen Billy Idol at the Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam is one of the most boring places.
Poundcake went.
We spent 5 minutes.
Planet.
Poundcake agrees with you.
You didn't do the tour of the inside?
No.
Oh my God.
But nobody thinks it's going to be exciting.
Yes,
but
they
it's
do.
Yes,
they
they
don't.
do.
It's going to be majestic.
It's a modern marvel of engineering.
Marvel.
But
Yes.
they make it look majestic in all the photos because you see the water running through it.
It was the highest when it was
dumb.
constructed. It was the highest dam in the world.
Who cares?
It killed. It killed.
Did you go with your mom?
You know how many men the construction of the Hoover Dam killed? It killed Waylon Jennings in the Highwaymen song.
All that for washed up drainage. Like,
God,
that's
it
literally
was so
all.
Washed up
boring.
drainage.
Yeah, there's not
You
even any
ungrateful
water. There's
son
not
of a
even
bitch.
water in Nevada anymore, and they have some giant dam.
So,
Well, they're not going to destroy it because the water's
it's
gone.
so
so Gwen,
boring.
my mom, it was my mom's idea to go to
Of course
Vegas.
it was. It was also my mom's idea to
Yep.
go to the Hoover Dam.
She saw on Groupon, she was like, oh, there's a bus trip. She said, there's a bus trip that takes you to the Hoover Dam and the Grand Canyon all in one day. I said,
Oh,
Mom, how
no.
long is this trip? And she says, 9 hours. I said, I don't want to do this. Please
No.
don't make me do this. And she's like, no, it'll be fun. So we get up at like 6 a.m., right? We get up at 6 a.m. to catch this bus to go to the Hoover Dam. And on the way there, he's like, all right, so we're gonna take our first stop at the Hoover Dam, and we go through all the winding roads that you're overlooking like your death on this cliff. And they're like, all right, everyone get out. We're gonna stay here for 5 minutes. And I said, what? Like, this is it? Like, we literally got off the bus. Some people went to go pee. And
What
then
did you expect? You have no appreciation for something the magnitude of the Hoover Dam?
It took us longer to get all of us to get on the bus, to get picked
But
up
that's
from our
not-
hotels
but that's
to
not
go to
the
the Hoover
point.
Dam.
You say magnitude like you've seen it. It's just you can't
It's
even,
a concrete wall
Yeah, you
with
just
rust
look
on it.
down and there's just more concrete down there. There's nothing to it.
But in the 30s, when it
we
was...
don't live in the 30s.
What I'm saying is we didn't live when any of this history happened. I mean,
You
when we...
have never been there. You do not know how boring.
Look at the can-can dancers.
Okay.
Ooh, they were great for their time.
What
How
Billy
scandalous.
Idol had any business doing putting on a concert at the Hoover Dam
Well, the acoustics there are incredible.
because there's no water.
5 minutes.
Sound travels across.
Well, that was
water.
long enough, right? You got to see it all.
But I looked at my mom. She was like, great. And I'm like, you're trying to make it seem like this is the awesome idea. And you don't want to be wrong. So I was like, yeah, great.
I think it was really sold as a bill of goods to our parents' age. Like, you have to see this dam.
But we could,
Okay, but it's
we
like
could have
people...
seen it from,
It's like people who go to Mount Rushmore. That's probably not that exciting either when you're there, but...
No, it's small.
For a creation, right, it's a lot smaller than people think. It's like the Mona Lisa. When we went to go see the Mona Lisa in Paris, right?
Right.
It's like a postage stamp, but there's 1,000 people.
not true.
It's very small. You think it's going to be the size
It's
of
like
that
an
monitor.
8x10.
That's small.
It's not
That
a
is small.
postage
Yeah.
stamp.
I'm exaggerating, but every picture
dare
you
you.
see of the Mona Lisa, you think, I thought it was going to be this huge thing.
You did?
Yes, didn't you?
Even the one that they used in Glass Onion looked like it was too big.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
I'm just saying, kill Waylon Jennings, all right? The least you could
Did
do.
listen?
I was a dam builder.
His ghost sings about
Across a river deep and
it.
wide.
He's happy to tell you.
Where steel and water
So he was a beaver,
collide.
big deal.
A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
You see it from the road.
They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound. But I'm still around.
Always be
I'll always be around and around and around.
God damn, I love Waylon Jennings. That guy's been dead for 20 years now.
Slipped and fell.
Died in Chandler, Arizona. He slipped and fell down to the wet concrete below. I got
Now the
money for
dam-
you.
oh.
I've got money for you. It's not you, the royal you. It's $1,000 courtesy of the Buzzard bookie. Listen closely and good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Green. That's green. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
So Gwen's here.
There it is.
Go ahead. Besmirch engineering, besmirch the Hoover Dam some more.
You can see it from the road.
I was moving on.
You can see it from the road. You can see a lot of things from the road, but you get out and go look at it.
We had a longer
You can
look
see the Statue of Liberty from across the water
Have you
there.
ever been to Ellis Island? Because I haven't. I've been to New York a dozen times.
No, I've never gone out to Ellis
No,
Island.
you haven't. So
What's your point?
my point is you saw it from the road, and you're fine with it.
I just never made a plan to go out there, but I would absolutely go out to Ellis Island.
I would too, but just because you didn't doesn't mean you didn't get to enjoy the majesty of this statue.
It's like people who go, I don't need to go there. I saw a picture of it
That
online.
is not the same thing.
And again, I'm not planting my flag in the Hoover Dam. I'm just saying that.
like you are.
No, I'm not, because you guys have been and I haven't. So
So
I'm,
you're jealous. This is all coming from jealousy.
Absolutely.
This is damn jealousy.
everything about me comes from jealousy. What
That's
you know,
true.
of course.
Give me Davis Dam. I like that one. I like that dam better. It has more water.
There's one in Lakeview.
What about
Cemetery.
dental dams? I mean, that's a
They're
marvel
getting
of
rid
modern.
of the dam that's down in Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah.
What about the one in Lakeview Cemetery? They filmed part of Captain America there.
Don't know.
Now that's at least interesting.
Alan, I remember Poundcake saying the Hoover Dam might be cool if they showed a movie on it.
Yes, I did say that. If they projected something, that would draw in a bunch of people.
It would what?
At the at the bottom of it. You're not gonna look down and watch a movie the whole time.
People could lean on the side. And
They'd have to
just-
project it upside down, and then you'd look, hey, what is this? Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh God! When John Lithgow slaps him,
Yeah.
it breaks my heart.
Well,
every
now,
time.
at that part.
Spoiler.
And
What a spoiler.
Thanks. Now I guess I won't watch it. I
And
know how it ends.
You've already seen Harry in
It's
that.
not
No,
how
I
it
haven't.
ends. It's not how it ends, you dummy.
I know he gets impaled on that fence. What?
I said, and the fact that there's no water, people could just go down in there and just like watch it and look up.
That sounds
I would think that
boring.
would make it cooler that you would have access to areas that were normally submerged. That you could that you
But
know
not-
in a perverse way, you would have access to something because of climate change.
Like when graves like wash up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of bodies down there.
Well, how about that?
They're in the cement, according to the song.
And in the water, there's a bunch of mafia bodies down there.
Lake Mead.
They'd have.
If you listen on iHeartRadio, tell me where you do it if it's from out of state. I like to know where people are. Nick is in Gainesville, Florida. Joey's in Nashville. Caitlin is in Prescott, Arizona. We were just out there. Jason listens in Charlotte. Ruby's in San Antonio.
Hey, Courtney from Diamond. I love when Gwen is on. She is seriously, no offense to you guys, the funniest person ever. I love when she's on. I'm glad, I miss Mary, but I'm glad that Gwen is on because I'm a big fan.
Boy, look at that.
Thank you. Her audio sounded really nice and clear.
Where's Diamond? Diamond, Ohio? I thought she said Courtney from Diamonds.
I know there's Diamonds. Yeah,
Diamond,
there's a few different
Ohio.
places. Diamonds Lodge, all sorts of. But
Is Diamonds the one that's haunted?
I don't know. Diamond, Ohio.
No, the strip club.
Well, she likes you.
And they're all
boy.
haunted.
I like her too.
They do that now, don't they? What? Call themselves lesbos.
Oh, boy. Diamond. All right. It is... Where is it? Oh, it's in the middle of nowhere between Youngstown and Akron. Right along 76. All right. Well, all the way out in Diamond, she's loving what's going on when... I bet she's also anti-Hoover Dam. How old were you when you went? Because he went as a... You
Third
went
grade.
when you went out this last time, right, Poundcake? You went as a grown man?
Maybe you'd appreciate it now as an adult.
No.
The third grader thought it was boring, but maybe an adult Gwen would be like, man, this is majestic.
Think how much bigger it was to a third grader.
And more water?
Yeah, when you're a kid, that's when you're going to get wowed.
Oh, it was awful.
Wow. Did you whine and complain about it?
Probably. I was in the desert. Oh, inside a dam. There's no windows. You just walk and it's like a tunnel.
I was going to say, as a kid, I think I probably would have liked it.
No.
Was this a day-long excursion? I mean, I would think if you were in there for half an hour, you could put up with anything.
I don't know. You had to like drive out there and I don't know.
You're just inside a
You
dam.
really don't remember a lot. For something you hate so much, you
Well,
really
there's
blocked a
nothing
lot
to
of it
talk
out.
about. It's like a dam
Yeah.
with like a hallway that you walk through that's like the length of the dam.
Neat.
And then you go home. I mean, what else is there? It's not like you threw coins off and made a wish. It's like it's just this beige dam in the middle of the desert.
They tell you how much water is pumped through on a daily, and the water has to be, sanitized, and this pump does this, and this button does this, and they can, flip the lights if they want to and make it like a little disco ball. They can't do that.
I don't know. I don't remember anything interesting like that.
I feel like that's a feature that they would put in to make it seem more interesting. Like, now look, we're gonna change the lights, and you just press a button, and it's just like, it's like the top of Terminal Tower. They can change it and make it do fun stuff.
I don't know that it's lit at night, is it?
I think something.
Well, it was that night that Billy
that's
Idol played there.
He probably played during the day.
Well, let me read this to you. In 1935, when it was completed, it was the highest dam in the world. Its base is as thick as 2 football fields. Hey, just like me.
So am I. Beat me to it.
Yeah! Each spillway, designed to let floodwaters pass without harming the dam itself, can handle the volume of water that flows over Niagara Falls. Just for comparisons purposes, I guess. That's not exciting to you?
You know who?
you know
who would write
2
a song about
football
Hoover
fields?
Dam? Steely Dan. They would write a song about
Bare
Hoover
naked
Dam.
ladies.
They sacrifice all those hard-working Americans for a stupid dam.
So stupid. I mean, it's fine. It's functional. It serves a purpose. But like, I just didn't need to go there, and neither do you, dear listener.
96 men died building the Hoover Dam.
96 human lives for some stinky cement.
Drowning, blasting, falling rocks or slides, falling from the canyon walls, being struck by heavy equipment, truck accidents.
So ghetto.
It took 20...
Ghetto.
Ghetto dams.
That's actually a pretty good ratio, though. 21,000 men worked on the dam. 96 of them died. It's okay.
They need to add
on any job site where you had 21,000 dudes, you're probably going to lose, you'll less fewer than 100.
In those days, for sure.
Do they have the Hoover Dam catacombs?
I
They need to add that, then they'll get more tourists.
Yeah, make it the spooky Hoover Dam tour.
You want to go underneath the Hoover Dam where all the people
Hoover
died?
Damned.
Hoover Dammed, yes.
That's good.
Do the haunt walk through the Hoover Dam?
All right, see? You're making it exciting now. Write them a letter.
I don't work for them.
Exactly.
Write Clark County. Well, you got nothing else to do. Write Clark County a letter and tell them that Hoover Dammed.
They're like, this is where water used to flow when it used to be here. They get all frustrated about it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being killed during the building of the Hoover Dam, but you were killed in a truck accident?
I know, right? It had nothing to do with you were walking back to your bungalow or whatever, and you tripped, impaled yourself on an iguana or something.
Your
Or you
spirit
just
is so,
had an allergy attack.
Your spirit is so pissed you have to haunt that place. Like, ugh, it doesn't even look like it used to. It's not even as majestic. I don't want to be here for eternity.
Nowhere to haunt. Like the people who are here are haunted enough.
I'm gonna haunt
Dead
these water
eyes.
lines.
I've got to take a break. If you want to send a text, 35192. We'll play Warped Tour Band or Romance Novel after the break. I'll have Dream Sonic passes for you later on, too. That'll be kind of a 2 hours to midnight show. It's